Hey guys, it's Jalen. Welcome back. I'm here today to share with you my update for Size Matters. This is a Pantastic Ladies Collab Facebook group theme for Pan That Palette this year. And the idea behind Size Matters is to pick a bulky, large palette, bulky or large, or anything that you would consider kind of bulky in your collection, and you can define that however you'd like. So for that, I rolled in this year the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Contour Quad in Rust. So it's this palette here. It is bulky. It's annoying. So I would like to roll this out of my collection. Now, I have taken this palette and Frankened the heck out of it. I basically took the shadows. Now, nothing has changed in this since the last update, so I'll just show you what this looks like. I have not done anything with the shadows in here, but I took everything in here pretty much that was left from the last update, and I will link my last update in the cards, but I just have pretty much Frankened this entire palette. And the reason is because I don't love the Rust shade, which is this one, and this brown is really difficult to use. It's very, very pigmented and kind of patchy. It's patchy. So I have since Frankened them. So those are the two shades that are left in here. I would like to eventually use these up, but if I don't get to them this year, it's fine. Because I consider that palette, though in that state, once I finish the other shades, I consider that kind of a done palette, but regardless. Let me share with you the Franken shades that I have and how I'm doing on them. So I have two shades that are very similar in terms of what they look like on the eye. One's a little bit darker than the other. So here's the lightest one. And this one I've used a ton. I use this almost every single time. I use this almost every day in my crease, to be honest, as a like transition shade, like my first transition shade. And I really do enjoy this color. Now, again, this is the lightest version. So it's that there, like I used it. I don't think I did use this today. So today I used the Lorac Unzipped palette, but I used this shadow, and I kind of sometimes combine this one and the next one as my initial transition crease shade. It's lovely. And then here's another one that's similar, and I was hoping to hit pan on this month, but I did not get to it. I kind of thought that I would, but nope, did not happen, even though I used it a ton. But there's that shade. So it's just ever so slightly darker. I may eventually just combine these two shades together and just have one pan to work from. So I may end up doing that. Now, the next three were like my original Frankens from this palette. So this one I did hit pan on. This is like the kind of the medium shade. Now, this is not the best formula. This, you can kind of tell it looks like it's kind of like a gel-like formula. It goes on fine on the eyes. So there's that one. And this one here is like a bit of a darker shade. And I want to say I repressed this since the last update, but I could be wrong. So there we go. There's that shade. But yeah, this one is the least amount of shadow that I'm working on. But I'm like, is it moving? I don't know. And then here's like the darkest out of the original three. And I do have pan in this one as well. This pan is expanding in here. And this is my nice like outer corner shade. It's going to get deep in the outer corner. Now, this one I Frankened around the same time as I Frankened these, maybe 1 month earlier, and it's more of a like neutral transition shade. And this is like the first time I Frankened that brown in that palette. So it's darker. It's kind of like a second or third crease shade that I work with or that I use, whatever, you know what I mean. And the last shade that I have that I Frankened is actually more of a purple shade. So here's this one. I really do like this one. I mean, I like all of these. I enjoy using all of them, to be honest. But it definitely has more of a mauve tone to it. So I use it a lot with purple looks. So those are the like what 7 Franken shades I'm working on right now. And like I said, I'm probably going to go ahead and combine these two. Because as it is right now, I mix them together whenever I'm using them in my crease as my initial transition. So I'll probably go ahead and combine them together into one pan. So that's how that palette is going. I really do enjoy working with these Frankens. And to be honest, it's kind of like I feel like a chemist. Playing around, frankening shadows. I don't know what I'm going to do with the last 2 shades in here. To be honest, I have no idea. We'll see. I feel like I need to make progress on these other things first. But anyway, let's move on to my Baby Panda palette. So I originally started this project after watching Paula at A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It. She had been doing this project for a couple of years before I hopped on. And I am just cleaning my palette right now because it's really gross and grungy. So I am working on this MAC Duo. This is the Extra Dimension eyeshadow. And there's 2 shades. It's Just Gleaming and Snow Dusk. And this is how this one is looking. Now, I don't think I've touched Snow Dusk at all. I don't think I've touched that one. But I do use Just Gleaming all the time. Now, as you can tell, I have cleared out this corner pretty nicely there. I originally had just a little bit of side pan, but now that side pan has grown quite a bit. I'm not sure what other progress you're going to see, except for maybe somewhere down here in this waffle area. Like, I think I may have cleared out a little bit more of that pan. But yeah, that's how this one's looking. I really am happy with the progress on this one. This is honestly just a inner corner shade. Like, I have it in my inner corner today. That's the only time I really use this. I don't use it on my lid. So it's slow going. Slow going. Because I have other eyeshadows I'm working on. So it's not the first thing that I reach for. One thing I have thought about is maybe to use and I should swatch these. Maybe to use Just Gleaming as a base before using eye primer, but I've got a shadow stick I'm working on. So anyway, those are the 2 shades. So I should also clarify, I use this in my inner corner and my brow bone. So like today I have it on the very top part of my brow bone right in here. Anyway, that's how this one's going. So still working on it. It's a very slow palette for me. Very slow. So anyway, that is going to be it for this update. It's very short, very sweet. I will go ahead and combine these 2 shadows into one pan. So I have one pan to work from. And I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. One thing I feel like may help with this particular shadow, because I feel like it is it's not even that it's tightly pressed, but just the formula of the Kat Von D shadows, it didn't really jive well with the other shades that I've made. And sometimes I have to go in here so many times to get pigment. So what I may start doing, which is kind of cheating, but I don't care, it's my project. I may start getting my fingernail in there and actually lifting up some of the product so I feel like I can get more pigment on my brush, because I don't feel like it's working that way. So I may start doing that. And that means this will probably go much faster. I don't know if I'm going to take this extra pan that I have and franken something else. I might. We'll see. I may get a little, like, science-y.
Yes, science!
Anyway, that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you are doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all next time. Bye! So this is a Pantastic Ladies Collab project, and start that over. What? What was that? This is a Pantastic Ladies collab. No. So I rolled in the Kat Von D, So I rolled in and then the last not palette. Now you can see there's a lot of pan over in this corner here. Whoop. Oh. You guys see Ziggy? That's him on the hamper. Zigster. Ziggy. He's out. Out, out, out. Okay, bye.